Aboard the Cajun Queen, Pierre LeBlanc, known by his fellow anglers as Scaly Pete.
Daddy hunted sharks. I hunt sharks. It's in the blood. There was somebody better at this, you'd be following them, yeah? Oh, people got a lot of wrong ideas about sharks. Scientists say how we gotta coexist. Now, how you gonna coexist with that shark, huh? Shark just wanna do one thing. That's kill you, eat you, and you out. What I do, I consider a sacred honor. Kill them all if I could. Too bad, ain't but 24 hours to a day.
Shark spotted in Fatik Bay. Several deaths reported. Shark can be identified by rusty harpoon embedded in flank.
Get the out of my way. Got a job to do.
This is an adult bull shark. Fast, fierce, and armed quite literally to the teeth, she has little to fear here in the Gulf. The muscular marvel confidently moves through its watery world. The Predator's 350 fearsome teeth are put on full display. Mahi-mahi are the fastest growing oceanic fish, known to grow up to 4 feet and 40 pounds in a single year. Exhibiting behavior more common to a thresher shark, this bull makes creative use of her powerful tail. A shark fin is a sinister reminder to humans that the ocean remains a wild and untamed domain. The bull performs an acrobatic feat worthy of an orca, cruelly imprisoned and put on display in a marine park stunt show. The big fish plunges to the ocean below. The bull's speed is astounding for a large marine predator. A breaching shark is a rare and calorie-intensive spectacle. The dinner bell has been rung, but will our bull shark come and get it? natural lateral movement of the shark's head allows her to more precisely locate potential prey. While it is well known that sharks feed on mollusks, fish, and seals, less discussed is their propensity to feed on food. Emphasize that this sort of targeted violence is quite unusual for a shark.
That shark needs a good whack on their nose. Go get him, Chad. How you doing there, shark? Knock him down, partner. Hey, she putting up a fight for sure. Got this one on me. She's sure making a lot of splashes. Catch me this shark myself. Ho ho! Look at them teeth! Oh, she gonna make quite a mantelpiece. Got us some dinner coming, boys. Let's get her up on deck, huh?
On board the Cajun Queen, Scaly Pete looks over the catch of the day.
Yeah, this my daddy's iron, all right. But this ain't the shark. Not the one I was looking for.
No.
How I know? Not big enough. This look like a mega to you? Oh, well, looky here. She's on for me. Hello! How you mama in there?
Whoa! But why'd you do that?
So I can identify her next time I see her. When I spear her.
The tiny pup responds with an instinct for survival.
You maybe want to turn off that camera.
A famous big game hunter once posited that after an animal had tasted human flesh, it forsakes its natural prey in a deadly single-minded search for the most dangerous game. Remember, when planning a cemetery, try to avoid high-risk coastal areas. The situation looks dire if the big fish doesn't find water soon. The peace of the grotto enables the shark to approach the world with greater confidence and effectiveness. Exhibiting behavior more common to whales and dolphins, this shark is able to use biosonar to locate potential prey. The muskellunge, or muskie, is a freshwater fish commonly found throughout the Great Lakes region, so I have no idea what it's doing here. The overhunting of Fawtick's keystone predators has led to a superabundance of catfish, which is just fine by local bully Rosie the alligator. I have one of those new pop-up tub stoppers at home, and let me tell you, those things are just a magnet for hair and debris. Or muskie, is a freshwater fish commonly found throughout the Great Lakes region, so I have no idea what it's doing here. Quite a strange conglomeration of stuff will end up in the stomachs of sharks. overhunting of Fawtick's keystone predators has led to a superabundance of catfish, which is just fine by local bully Rosie the alligator. No one can tell what may be found in a shark's stomach. It's truly the ocean's garbage can. If you're prey, there's nothing more dangerous than a large... Bull sharks have a habit of gobbling up anything that finds its way into the water. was the Rodan of the Bayou, but Beauregard was functionally illiterate and had no idea who Rodan was. Mutagen 23 is certainly heating up the evolutionary arms race. While adorable, these soft stuff mascots don't provide much in the way of nutritional value. I used to buy Sunshine sunscreen until I read it contains 7 hormone-disrupting chemicals and oh. As a result of industrial pollution and sewage wastewater, Dead Horse Lake was designated a Superfund site in 1996. We appreciate the grant from Sunshine Solutions that made this show possible. We'd also like to remind viewers that mass cloning and gene editing for today's military is safer than ever. From the moment she's born, the shark's cold, expressionless eyes are constantly on the watch for food. The artist spent 16 years building this sculpture out of trash pulled from the lake, only to have it thrown back in the lake by intoxicated locals. It's here in the grotto that the shark can discover the absolute serenity deep within her soul. The irreversible degradation of the natural environment more on display than Dead Horse Lake. For our crew to earn the shark hunters' trust, to convince them we were not insurance investigators questioning their disability.
Kinda regular there at Flamingo Joe's. People say it's a tourist trap. But it's the only place to get a decent Sazerac that don't have me on their do not serve list.
I really should get them polarized lenses.
Shark versus dolphin. Orca versus giant squid. Boat versus pylon. Publishing dominance, the contest is usually a deadly one, with survival as the prize.
I just know she's near.
It's another unsuccessful shark hunt for the people of Port Clovis. feuds and quasi-legal get-rich-quick schemes set aside for now, the shark hunters get to work.
I mean, I'm not an ornithologist, but I think it's probably a bad idea to get in the middle of flamingos' natural migration cycles. Just saying.
Come at me. Should have brought my fish finder. I really should get some polarized lenses. She gotta be somewhere out here.
While most know him as the friendly face of Captain Winky's Fish and Chips, in real life, the pirate was a genocidal monster who murdered and enslaved thousands.
I just know she's near. Hunt's off.
With little fanfare, another bounty hunt comes to a close. The Seawolf remains acutely aware constitute food. The waters around Trash Island, where they enjoy a steady diet of hypodermic needles and used pregnancy tests. The peace of the grotto enables the shark to approach the world with greater confidence and effectiveness. Several grouper have made a home near the retired nuclear cooling towers. This is a great opportunity for the shark to test the theory that exposure to gamma rays gives you superpowers. Barracudas are often nicknamed cootas, but I refuse to be on familiar terms with any snake-faced mullet munchers. slightly nauseating spectacle. Having won the battle, the shark partakes in its victory. Environmental degradation is a novel driver for conflicts of all varieties. The needle-toothed nightmare, the Barracuda. While most recognize it as the title of a classic rock radio staple, did you know that it's also a fish? Well, it's true. The bull retreats to the grotto for refuge and quiet reflection.